Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, E-Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. It's all about the OG in me. That guy right there, okay, and that guy right there. It's P-Funk's OG philosophy about the game of life. We all are players. Are you playing right? Let's talk about it. That isn't 25 rules live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all my right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not, what's that on my lip? Excuse me. And believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always too. My God be true. Right thinkers. Let's talk about P-Funk, the OG's philosophy about the game of life. Once born in it, we all are players. Now the question is, who taught you and how you know how to play the game, and can you play it the right way? I learned the old-fashioned way from somebody who knew the way, the wrong way. I was good at wrong. I did a good thing doing wrong, but that don't last long. Let's talk about it. I'm seeing the game. I got out the game 40 years ago. Okay. I mean drug game. I say game, that means street life. Back in my day, we separated real regular, ordinary people from the people who do the other stuff. Everything I did was on this side of the train tracks. Good people over there, bad people over here. If you dealing with me, 9 times to 10, and that guy, we're doing something illegal. Okay, that's just old school. OG means original gangster. I was raised to be a gangster. Moving on, just being an OG. What that mean? It means that you was a player in the street game we called hustling. I was that dude who had game. Why? I was taught by one of the best to play the game, the drug game, the street game. I was built for that. A lot of people aren't. But the problem is, they don't know that until they get out there and figure it out. Monday morning quarterback. This really ain't my thing. Well, you figure that out by now. Should have done that before you got here. The rule is if you ain't down, don't come messing around. Why? You sure gonna get beat. That's old school. All right. Now, let's talk about the game of life. We born into this thing we call life. It's a game because you got to learn the rules, understand the boundaries. So it's still a game metaphor. I like to use that metaphorically. Okay. But there wasn't no game back when I was coming up that I couldn't play. On the street, oh, I knew game. Every Friday, I would sit and wait for game. Why? Because everybody bought me game to get what? They little drugs. Everybody got a story. Everybody got game. So I was proficient in the game. That part. Okay, there ain't no game I can't play. Even to this very day, I still know game when I see it. And I still can play it as good as I did back then. Okay? And of course, I'm still a player. What is it? A player from what? The human layer. I go back. When players were respected for playing. Okay? Why? Because the game wasn't for everybody. Everybody couldn't do it. Now, everybody's a player. Everybody's this. Everybody that. He's a gangster. He's this. Everybody. Yeah. Okay. P-Funk, OG, philosophies about the game of life. We all become players. But if you choose that game in the street life at the time, it was different. You had to have game. Or what? The rule number one, all my players, you new guys, y'all might not even know what the rule is. Oh, hey, okay, understand that's one thing. If you're a player, if you're in the game playing, the drug game, hustling, whatever it is you're doing, get your bag, get your paper. The rule number one is to always what? Play or be played. The name of the game, if you're out here in the streets, is to play. If you ain't playing, you being played. Understand that? I don't care who you are. Don't care. We out here. We playing. Okay? And if you fall in love, you leave with your heart, you gonna get run over. Okay? Out here in the game, Snoop, what you tell them? We don't love them hoes. But the hoes knew they was hoes. They didn't care if you loved them or not. Just get that money. They didn't give a damn about emotions. Okay? Excuse me, but sorry, get out of there. All right. But I got to go back to that era because that's when the game was the game. They knew their place. We knew our place. We handled our business. Being an OG means I was a player on the streets. Okay, I was that dude. I was about 20 years old. 2 brand new cars, pocket full of money, neighborhood buzzing. I was on top of my game. I wasn't but 20 years old. Wrong as 2 left shoes. Everybody was loving it. I was living my life, all right? And I learned and practiced the game at an early age from what I know to be the best in that game. The hustle game wasn't none better. Why? He had game. I watched this guy give church sermons. He ain't a preacher. I seen him do a lot of stuff. Game. That's what I mean by game. Ad lib. Think on your feet. Moving and grooving. He was good at that. Okay? Stand-up comedian, all that stuff. He just do his thing. So he had game for your ass. Okay? And the one thing he was gonna make sure he got from you. He was all about that money. Okay? I was raised, me and this guy would compete all my life, and it was always something on the line. So I'm used to putting up something. I'm used to bringing something. Why? You gotta bring something to get something. You can't make money with no money. No, unless you just got good ideas and good thoughts. Now you can manifest. But you got to bring something. Learn that lesson from old man. All right? I was born and raised a player in the game he called life. He taught me how to be a man. He gave me all the essentials I needed. That's another part about men having fathers. Why? That male figure, if it's not there, you're lacking. And ain't no substitute like a father's love and guidance. Like, ain't nothing like a mother. You can't substitute your mom. No. But mothers usually don't leave. Mom's always going to be with you. The dad don't always be around. Most men, young men, they don't have a father around because the mother didn't want to be bothered once they had sex, whatever happened. The man that wasn't no good man, she didn't want him in your life. That shouldn't be her choice, but that usually happens. So now you grow up father. You got to pay the price for that. Okay? And I'm big on fathers and sons. All right. But I learned the game and I was good at being bad. Okay? The number one rule and the name of the game in the streets is what? In life also, play or be played. If you ain't on your game, if you ain't being your best self, why even engage? Life is a game. Bring your best game every day. I get up every day to bring my A game. I don't know. I ain't got no other game. I ain't got no B game, no C game. No, I ain't got but one game. That encompasses all. Okay? In the streets, rule number one, play or be played. That's the rule in life. Again, too. Don't let somebody have the upper hand. I hate being, outsmarted or, tricked and manipulated. I don't like that. So I get my wits up. I had game. And it was what? No game that I couldn't play back in the day when I was doing what I was doing. Why? I studied, I listened, I watched. I went years watching this guy perform. I had front row seat. And he loved nothing more than to graciously that to me. And I graciously took it. And he loved nothing more than see me when I was grooving. Oh, he just sit back, he just smiled. The same way I smile when I see my son do his thing on the hoop court. He would smile the same way I'm doing my thing on the street. So again, the game. I didn't teach my son the game of the street. It's a game of life. He playing doing well. But I was known on the street. I had it like a card, a pass. I was Little Bill. Or I was Bill's son. Who was Bill? That guy right there. They call him Dollar Bill. Oh, he had a whole bunch of that. They call him big Cadillac driving, gold chain, big ring. Well, he fit the bill. Leather suits. That was our thing back in the day. They call him Shaft, all kind of names. All right. But that's what the personality of what? A hustler, a player back in the day. OGs. Okay, that's how we lived. That was our lifestyle. Again, you can't fake being a player or a gangster. You got to live it. Okay, you got to be it. And I was raised to what? Master the game that I know from the streets. And I did. But it came to me with a price. They said you got to have all the money, you got to have all the girls, you're going to do it, but you got to go to prison. Hold on. No. Too late. That's either you're gonna go to hell or you're gonna go to jail. Your choice. I made it to jail. A lot of other people went to hell, so I made it through. All right, but I was a master of streetology. I love what I was doing. That world, I loved that. I was great. Again, I couldn't tell you what it used to be, but that's because I was ignorant and I didn't know nothing else. Again, my pastor said it better. I realized in his life, in his household, everything was always that way. My house wasn't the same way, so I had a different view. He had that view, I had mine, but we ended up in the same place. But that's the whole point. We had different walks and different life. But he told me, I asked him, why you stay in the book that religion? I know nothing else but right. Perfect answer. So I know nothing else at that time. I didn't have an option to be a good guy. No, good wasn't even that good. Get out. I never liked good. Okay, that's how far deep I was in the nonsense. With the devil's son. It was proud. Still is, but it wasn't in the right way. But okay, now let's get to the game of life, of survival. With what? Self-knowledge. He taught me how to be me. And that's how you survive in the world. I taught my son how to be him. That's how you survive in the world. To master oneself in your own life means that you will have to what? Play this game of life. Just play it right to your likings. Don't be manipulated. Don't be fooled. All that good stuff. These are things that you need to know. Hence, know thyself. You can't tell me the sun rises in the west if I know it rises in the east. I don't give a damn how dramatic you get. I don't care how huffy puffy. No, I know better than that. So when you know yourself, nobody can convince you anything else of yourself. First of all, okay, that's what's important. Game playing, life living, is a way of life. And to win, you have to master yourself. You have to put everything you need to do for yourself. Save yourself, be your best self. All those things is in your hands. And we all start out with the same ability, same capability. From the bottom, work your way up. The scarab beetle, they born out of dung, aka shit. So they come from shit, and guess what? All they want is more of it. That's their thing, okay? Without them, ecosystem would be way out of balance. So everybody got a role to play in this game, even in nature, game called life. All right? Life is that game that we all have to play once we're born. But to win, you have to gain self-mastery or knowledge of self in order to what? Be successful. What? At Judgment Day. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a master game player. After 30 years of practice, okay? Of course, I'm a master philosopher now. Why? I changed the game. I started playing this real game. Obtaining knowledge, master self, being better, improve myself. And then once I did that, all I wanted to do was show it off. No, brag about it. No, teach others how to do it. Go figure. Okay. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't know why, but with street knowledge, okay? Mastery of that, with my scholarly knowledge. I got papers from school. I did that. I got degrees. And also, the last but not least, my spiritual knowledge that I acquired once I went to Egypt and started studying our ancient ancestors' philosophy about life. It's been a wrap ever since. We about to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, this is my new book. Say hello to my new friend. All right, there's a bunch of information in there that I'm gonna have fun teaching y'all about it. All right, but with all those ideas that I have, I am a master of myself. All those things prepared me to be who I am at this particular time and day. And I asked the question to the Lord. We talk on a regular basis. I said, Lord, you told me how good a job I'm doing. Okay, but Lord, if this is my calling, and you say I'm doing good. You like, yeah. He said, what? I said, if this is my calling, this is what I'm here to do. Why I got to go through all that stuff? He said, that's how you got the job. Think about it. All right. And when I was back there doing that game, because of my old man, it wasn't no game I couldn't play. Okay? You can call me Paul. Why? Because I played it all. Coming and going. I got mine on both ends. I didn't miss a trick. Okay? Understand that? I got mine. Okay? I played the streets. I played the women. And every sucker I could stick up without a gun. I was hustling. I was doing what I was born to do. Okay? I got game. Oh, I got game for your ass. Back the day, that guy, I seen him charm a beggar on the street washing the window. He gave my old man $1. We sitting in the Cadillac. My man gave him a sad story. He said, oh man, your bad luck better than mine. You take that. So y'all talking about selling Eskimo ice cube and all that nonsense. I hear that story. But no, my man, that guy right there, if he had this modern technology, it scares me how much damage he could have caused. He was, whoa, yeah, no. But he knew that street. He knew that life. Okay. But if you think I can't play this game, try me. I'm a traveling man. I can prove myself. I'm willing to be tried, never denied, and willing to be tried again. Bring it. I ain't the kind to be talk. No, my man. Let's get it. Let's dance. Let's go. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Don't tell me what you're going to do, what you might do. Let's do it. Let's dance. Okay? I'm that dude. Okay? I ain't the one for that bunch of nonsense and talking. Because if I get tired of hearing and don't like what you're saying, I'm going to side your head. Yeah, I'm that guy. Okay, moving on. I used to be. I'm a different guy. I don't do that no more. All right. But I played the drug dealer role for years. I wasn't the one to talk crash to. I wouldn't. No, you don't mess with me. Don't. Rules. 3 rules you need to understand back in the day. Don't F with me. Rule 2. Don't F with me. And rule 3. Don't forget rules 1 and 2. And you have a problem on them because if you break every one of the rules, there's going to be a problem. And I would felt that way then. Still feel the same way. So the rules haven't changed. I've changed, but the rules haven't changed. All right. And it cost me. That dealer lifestyle, that hustling, that lifestyle, okay, I had a good 5-year run. Up until now, best time of my life. But they took 3.5 of that back by sitting me down. So my running came to a screeching halt. 8.5 years, 3.5 in prison. No, I don't like them odds. Okay, so I stopped that. That was 40 years ago. Okay, but again, I played the drug game, and what? I lost. Yeah, it cost me 3 years of my time to find out what a nickel and dime hustler I really was. Why the real hustlers, they making billions off all y'all ignorant million people programmed to think y'all can win at that game. That's a losing game, losing hand. Y'all keep doubling down on losing hands. I cashed in. When I walked out that prison, I'm done with the hustle game. Done with that. That's the difference. Okay. Now I play the game of God. Perfect segue. Yeah. Now my game. Oh man. I'm teaching you what to know yourself. Win daily. That's what I do for you. Why? That game. They do that. Y'all still glorify gangsters. Y'all still glorify wrongdoers. Why we got no feel good story? Why we got nothing the true story that somebody did positive constructive stuff? Why I gotta keep seeing those little crazy nonsense? Now we got aliens. God, sorry. No, we got to deal with this. Now y'all go into the robots. They tell you, man, when he reaches zenith with technology, he gonna self-destruct. What we doing? We hauling ass to technology. We can't get there fast enough. Okay, again, my man Saudi, death by installments, and y'all speeding the process up. We're going to expire physically, naturally. You ain't got to up the ante. Moving on, so speak. But again, where we at? Okay, yeah, I'm a player's player. Okay, don't make a difference what the game is. I can play it. Board game, card game, whatever. I got game. Okay, and I got game again. Game that what in life I mastered for myself. I put all that together, okay? I took all those life lessons, and now I got what I call my spiritual gumbo because of the game, because of the spirits. Oh, that's all the ingredients. And I'm just stirring it up. And when I get to bring the big Ben out, I'm going to just unleash all of it. Let's rock. Oh, yeah, I'm a player, okay? Where from the human layer, from way back, when players was respected on the streets. When I date, little kids wanted to be like me. Young people wanted to be like me. They admired me. They respected me. I'm a drug dealer. Sound familiar? So I know that. I know that. I want my son to be that. No. Respect my son for being an athlete, All-American student and an athlete. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what I showed him how to be. I didn't teach him to be no damn drug dealer. Okay? That was his job. I did that. All right, so he wouldn't have to. I would dress like a dealer. Drug dealer. I would talk like and walk like a drug dealer. Damn it, I was a drug dealer. I was a player. Then my life was drug dealing, playing, running the streets, and doing my thing. Talking trash, swift flipping, ego tripping, and body snatching. Getting all the things I can get into and make all the money I could as I go. That was just fun. No end game. Only end game was either jail or hell. Simple. I was a scholar. When I had game on the streets, well, I was a scholar who could make $1. I knew how to hustle. I can brand something. And remember, my one claim to fame, I sold drugs, but I sold good drugs. That's my claim. Why? You can't sell garbage and make money. Well, some of them did. I had my customers until I hooked them up. I took on my whole neighborhood. When I would meet with them guys, I pulled up my Lucky Luciano back in the day. I was supplying with the weed. Why? Because they had garbage weed. That weed was just garbage. Look, my man, y'all got people coming from down here, across town, over here. Around. Take this and keep them over there. Keep them out my backyard. I got enough of my own stuff. I shared the hustle with the people who I wanted my competition. I put them down with the good weed so everybody could have good weed, and I did that. Excuse me. Go back. Sorry about that. Get out of there. I went back to my hustle. I'm building my empire now. But that's what the game was about: hustling, getting people to invest, and having what? Good product. Good product always sells. A woman got good stuff, she can get paid. Something that man got good stuff, he can get paid too. Go both ways. Again, moving on. I didn't get this idea. I want to get this lesson. I ain't want to get that deep. But the game I see young people playing now, could care less. Y'all done messed the game up. I didn't even get that part of the lesson, so let me wrap this up. So I had to get some structures. I can go through it. Other than that, I've been all over the place talking about the young people, the girls today, how they stay, but just make it real simple to you. I know game, okay? And y'all got the game twisted. So I got no use to play that game. I'm out the game. I'm in the God game now. Let's go. And I was a scholar. Okay, now I play God's game. Perfect segue. Of what? Enlightening, inspiring, educating, and motivating all those who want that. I'm only helping those who want it. Those who don't could care less. I feel the same way about them. Okay, wrapping it up. Appreciate you tuning in. I mastered the game of life. With all the other parts in between, help me. Now I'm God's MVP. I'm God's most valuable philosopher. I philosophically teach you concepts that get you to God, to know God. I ain't a preacher. No, I'm trying to give you teach you a practice of philosophy that you can get to God for yourself. That's what I do for you. That's the lesson. Yeah, I got game. I'm still playing it. And guess what? I'm playing with God, and now I'm winning. No jail time in sight. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm just having some fun now right there because we about to get busy. Get ready to go to school. I'm about to teach. I got to go right now and close up right thinkers. May you all live to be 100. May 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers who know about the OG philosophy never passed away. Why? When you live right, you don't die.